Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. Now here's Curry. Here's Barnes. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Here's Green. No good. Great D that time from Gibson. On defense, Golden State.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Here's Curry after Pau Gasol's bucket. Curry kicks to Green. Here's Bogut. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Rose dishes to Gasol. Butler from outside. And he gets it to go. Butler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Gasol passes to Rose. Here's Butler. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
And Chicago has possession after the miss from Klay Thompson. And again, Chicago, no good. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever. But also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Rose kicks to Gasol. And there's the pass to Butler. Dunleavy dishes to Butler. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
Bulls making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Thompson from long range. That's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Chicago trailing here. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Moore passes to Gasol. Rose kicks to Gibson. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has. And they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Klay Thompson. The Bulls making a change here as well. Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson. Dunleavy dishes to Moore. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Back to Bogut, wide open. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Bogut's got his second bucket.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Bulls moving the ball around for three. Dunleavy. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Curry passes to Green. And Gasol sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. Justin Holiday's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Brooks in for Rose.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Tries again. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Noah. Mirotic has got his first bucket in this one. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark you can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
Holiday, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Barbosa's shot is off. Here's Brooks. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his new...
I mean, I think it's been noticeable.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Ejuan Moore. Portis is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Brooks, and it's Noah in at the 5, down low. Again, the miss by Green.
We're really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Curry kicks to Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. That's on Joakim Noah. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Golden State. Chicago also making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. And it's Rose in for Brooks. Pass to Portis. The three. No luck. The Warriors go the other way with it. Now the feed to Rush. Passes it to Bogut. Here's Rush, defended by Butler. 11 feet away. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch four-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Dunleavy's checked in. Thompson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. The dish now to Rush. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 2. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, some of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Barnes, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Feeds it to Rose. Gasol on the high post. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Butler missing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Thompson dishes to Barnes. The second chance effort. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Butler at the elbow. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And so Butler nails both of them.
Really an extraordinary game for Butler. He has 9 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Ian Clark. Butler passes to Dunleavy. Trying to get open is Gibson. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Dunleavy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty. Marky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
That's good. And the Bulls lead by 1. Warriors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
And the rejection by Ezeli. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Barnes with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Ezeli gets the bucket. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous